speeding.
Sound speeds.
Camera speeding. Scene 1 golf. Take 2 mark.
Action. Yeah, now we're walking to your demise.
Here we go.
So let's make sure.
The beauty of
I think I'd like to. Yeah, I think I'd like to
the beauty
get.
of life.
This is you again now.
Only seen through death.
Yeah, I think I'd like to get another B-roll of going into those woods because it's getting.
Scene various echo. Take 1 mark.
Action. This is it, babe.
And then when I say whatever idiot, that's the end of that shot.
Yeah,
And we cut to beach
to get back to
towels.
the front anyway.
Yeah, then we go to a whole
Yeah,
different
so
scene.
cool.
But in between that is the twig snapping. You know.
I
don't want him falling back because he's got the spike coming out.
Ah, Carolyn, you're just gonna take one for the team and fall back.
Straight back in the water.
And all you see is just the spear poking through the water.
I mean, the easiest way to fall that I see is if there's like a rotation and it's this way. Of course, I've like caught myself, so we would have to cut before that way.
Chill, babe. Just chill.
And that's when you hear the. At this point, you know.
Did you want me to like turn around?
Yeah, I think
and,
you should be doing
Yeah.
the jet. Yeah, you drop out.
It's a whole separate shot.
Action.
Okay, that is it. I'm not going any further.
All right. Yep. This is it.
Oh, whatever, idiot.
Oh, come on, babe. Ain't it great?
My name is David Brown.
I'm Brian Emenheiser.
So yeah, this is one story of a 4-segment timeline in the Friday the 13th canon franchise, I guess we could say.
Yeah.
So this is one of 4 stories. Each segment is no more than 20-25 minutes. It takes place of different seasons of the year based on Jason Voorhees in his own environment. And pretty much, as always, Jason Voorhees is the main antagonist. And showing him in his realm and his daily routines of life, which we've never seen in a Friday the 13th film. And disruptance of people coming into his realm, and as always, he turns from the huntsman, which we will see in a story that you've never seen, turn his hunt to human. So it's a different story than it's never been seen before, which some people may love or hate. That's the whole thing. I mean, you've got people that are diehards that may go poo-poo to it all, but then you'll have people that are open-minded and embrace it. So at this point in the game, it's more personal for me to do this type of story because it's never been done before, and even down to the hockey mask, it's a totally different look for Jason Voorhees. You know, being of my age, I'm trying to reflect back to the 80s, where horror I felt was a different type of situation compared to what we see today with tons of CGI, and we're going back to practical effects, as they say. So I'm trying to tap back into that, and I'm hoping to, capture that for the fans of our age that appreciated that. That's pretty much that I feel. I don't know what you're thinking of.
Pretty much to piggyback on Dave, same thing, growing up in the 80s, watching a horror movie and putting your hand over your face and just keeping your fingers open just a little bit because you just want to see. So for me, that's what I love as a horror movie, and unfortunately today, the majority of the news they put out, you don't have that same feeling.
Yeah, it's a lot of trick of the camera when it comes to practical kills in horror movies. It's not so much in your face, it's suggestive at times. So it's all based really what the director of photography can do for that. There will be blood and there will be guts, but it's not so abrupt. So it's the trick of the camera, and it's fast. To not dwell on practical effects, because if you dwell on it too long, you will pick up some of the flaws as you see in makeup. Especially today, which everything's HD. even with TV. If you watch a lot of those 80s films, you do see how campy and how bad they were. But there's something nostalgic about that for me personally. I'm okay with that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for us, I feel, you know, growing up in New Jersey and knowing that the original Friday the 13th was filmed in New Jersey, and I think Brian could agree that we wouldn't have done this if we didn't have that same feel. You know, some of the other films were done in California, and you just didn't get the feel of the pines. And, you know, being home, you know, I just felt like it has to be done here. And, you know, being a Jersey boy, but now I reside in Manhattan, whenever I get to come home and I walk these woods, I always feel like this is a possibility to do a great short story or a movie in here, because when I walk through here, I feel immersed in that generation once again for the horror films.